Carolyn Bell. Eric Rockl, approach the bench, please.
Hello, sir. I'll be right with you.
Hello, sir.
Just write it on there. All right, so we're here on case number 2025 CM 229. If you'd state your full name.
Eric Rockl.
All right, thank you, sir. So the charge that's alleged against you is a disorderly conduct charge. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. Did you have any questions about the group advisory information I gave?
No.
Okay. Regarding your decision for an attorney, that's an attorney waiver form. How do you wish to proceed on that, sir?
I don't want an attorney.
Okay, so if you just check the top box there, and then date and sign where it's highlighted. And I'll inform you that there is no notice of jail time on your case either, sir.
Drawing a blank on the date.
Pardon me?
And I want to apologize for missing on the 18th of January. I wasn't aware. And now I don't have a good... I should have checked in.
Okay, well, appreciate it. You're here now, so. All right, sir, I'll take that form from you.
And the reason why I postponed the 17th is I was supposed to have surgery that day.
Yeah, I saw the forms in there, yeah. Yeah, that's for you. That just explains kind of that long dissertation that I just gave. That kind of puts it on paper for you. Regarding the charge that's alleged against you, do you have any questions about the plea options, or?
No, I don't.
Okay, how would you like to enter your plea?
I'm guilty.
Okay. I'll enter your guilty plea. And we'll have to schedule you for sentencing at a later date. And you still reside in Tucson?
Yeah, there's no way to take care of it today with...
There's not, because remember that part about victims' rights notification? There's a possibility that there might be a victim that wants to be heard or said, so we have to notify them before we do the sentencing. So we got one more time, one more sentencing.
And I'm the one that had the broken ankle.
Yeah, well, you're pleading guilty, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't want to do that because you have a broken ankle, then you let me know and I'll change it to not guilty.
No, I mean, there's videos, stuff. I know what the police report says.
Okay.
So, but with this, you said they weren't asking for jail time, so it was...
Yeah, no jail time, yeah.
Be a fine.
Fine and or probation. We'll discuss that at the next, at the sentencing part. The prosecutor will be there. They'll have an input on it. It's not what they say, but they have an input on it. You're allowed to speak at it to see, and then me or another judge does the sentencing.
The month of December with external fixators on my ankle was rough.
What's that?
I said the month of December with external fixators on my ankle was rough.
Okay, well, it sounds like it. Yeah. All right, sir. So here is, you've entered a plea of guilty. We've scheduled you for sentencing. That sentencing is on 6/23 of 2026 at 1:30 p.m. If you'd sign here where it says defendant, there's a pin here for you.
Oh, sorry.
Super long one.
Yeah. Defendant.
Correct. And then I'll get you a copy of that, and then we'll be all set to go. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. As soon as we get you this copy back, then we're you, sir. All right.
Appreciate your time.
You betcha. We'll see you on that date. In the case of defendant Rockl, is there any victims in the courtroom? If so, show by hand. Haven't seen none. All right. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. You too.
Got your note there before you call the next one.
Don't know why.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
Dorian Rackley. This is one case and this is another.
Okay, so we got two of them wishing today?
Yep.
Okay. Hello there.
I'm sorry. Nope.
All right, sir, so we are here on two cases. I'm going to first call 2026 CM57, if you'd state your full name.
Dorian Lee Rackley.
All right, sir. All right, the state is alleging a charge against you of criminal damage filed under domestic violence statute. That criminal damage charge is a Class 2 misdemeanor. Did you understand the information that I provided in the group advisory?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I don't see any jail time being asked of that case. Do you have any questions of your decision on the attorney waiver form?
No, sir.
Okay, how do you wish to proceed with or without an attorney?
Without.
Okay, if you just check the top box that says I do not want an attorney and sign where it's highlighted. And date and sign, please. Okay, thank you. Did you understand the information that I provided in the group advisory?
Yes, sir.
Any questions before I take a plea from you?
No, sir.
Okay, how do you wish to plead on that charge?
Not guilty, sir.
Okay. Enter your not guilty plea and schedule your pre-trial conference. All right, sir. Here's what you've entered your not guilty plea. It's scheduled for a pre-trial conference on this date, 6/23/2026 at 2 p.m. If you would sign here where it says defend, there's a pin right there for you, sir. In the case of Rackley, criminal damage, any victims in the courtroom that wish to be heard? Show by hands, having seen none. Thank you. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, sir, so now we're on case number 2026.
Hard copy. This copy.
Okay, there's that one. There's that one for you.
Thank you.
Now we're on case 2026, CM 12090. There you go.
Oh, sorry.
That's right. That has 4 charges. One is a DUI, being impaired to the slightest degree, an assault, a disorderly conduct, and a criminal damage. All of those are filed under the domestic violence statute. The DUI is a Class 1 misdemeanor. The assault and disorderly conduct are a Class 1 misdemeanor, and the criminal damage is a Class 2 misdemeanor. All right. So did you get an additional attorney waiver form or no?
Okay.
All right. There is no...
But I did fill out the form.
Okay, yeah, so the DUI has the mandatory jail time, so you could qualify for a court-appointed attorney. Let me take a look here. You're wishing to... Okay. Okay, you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. So we'll enter a not guilty plea for you and get your court-appointed attorney identified for you, and we'll provide you their name, their phone number, your next court date,
Okay.
and then give you some instructions on what to do next.
Gotcha.
So did you hear that? Attorney-
It should be in there.
Oh, the
Is it
appointment?
not?
Oh, okay, no,
Okay.
you got it, yeah, you got it, thank you. That's good. Sir, first is your court date, 7/14 of 2026 at 9:30 a.m. If you had signed for that, where it says defendant. All right, I'll get you a copy of that in a moment, and I'm going to explain this to you. This is your court-appointed attorney, Tyler Allen, with his phone number.
Okay.
Call him 5 days prior to your court date. Again, it's listed right there. Don't call him now because they'll have no idea about the case. We're going to get it shipped over to him and all that.
Okay.
You may not get a hold of him, but you can leave a message. If you get a hold of him, then do whatever he directs you to.
Okay.
If you don't, then you'll just meet him for the first time here.
Gotcha.
Okay? I'll get you a copy of that. You have any questions about what we talked about?
No.
I know that I called for your case earlier, so I don't need to do it again. Review your release conditions while we're waiting. By text only as a communication to the alleged victim. Obey all orders of the court not to commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately if any address changed. Not to go near the location of the alleged offense, but you can complete a civil standby.
Just copy.
Okay, do you understand those release conditions?
Yes.
All right, and you're reporting to pretrial services like we spoke to?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna call.
Okay, okay, sounds good. You're all set.
All right, thank you.
Joseph Quantero.
Hello there. How are you?
Doing really well.
All right.
I usually come for the fish first time here.
Where at?
Woods Canyon,
Oh.
Bear Canyon.
Oh, okay. Did you catch any?
Not this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fishing is good. Catching is better.
Exactly.
All right. So we're here on case 2026 CM 54. If you'd state your name, please.
Joseph Quintero.
All right, sir. We're here for an excessive speed violation, a reckless driving violation, and an open container of alcohol unauthorized in the vehicle. The excessive speed violation is a Class 3 misdemeanor.
Okay.
The other two are Class 2 misdemeanors.
Okay.
Gave those penalty ranges in the group advisory. Did you understand that information?
Yes.
I can redo it if you need some parts of it.
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. You have your attorney waiver form. Let me take a look. I don't believe there's any jail time on the case. No jail time asked of the case.
Thank you. Okay.
So, you wish to waive the presence of an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. If you would add your name right here,
Okay.
right below the verses.
I sure can.
Yep. And then where it's highlighted at the bottom of that, if you would date and sign, please.
Absolutely.
All right. Do you have any questions before you enter a plea?
No, sir.
Okay, so you can do the plea individually per charge, or you can do them all for one.
Okay, sure. I can plead guilty to all the charges.
Charges, okay. Okay, I'll enter your guilty plea. We can move forward into sentencing because these are victimless crimes. That'll save you a trip back.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, regarding that group advisory, I informed you of the rights that you're giving up by entering a guilty plea. Did you recall those?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions on those?
No,
Okay. Are you on probation or parole?
I'm not.
You understood the citizens advisory information that are provided?
Yes. In regards to.
If you're not here legally as a resident?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
okay,
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Okay. Understanding the rights that I gave in the group advisory, you understand you're giving up those rights by entering the guilty plea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Regarding your plea, are you making that voluntarily?
Yes.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No, sir.
Did anybody promise you any lighter sentence or punishment than if you pled guilty you'd receive it?
No, sir.
Court will accept your plea, finds that you made it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. I'm going to review the factual basis with you now regarding the case.
Okay.
All right, on April 3rd of 2026 at about 5 o'clock p.m. At or near milepost 240 and 238, between those milepost ranges, on State Route 87, you were contacted by the Department of Public Safety trooper regarding a speed violation alleged at 99 miles per hour in a posted 65 mile per hour zone. That location is in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court.
Okay.
The trooper was able to capture your speed on a LiDAR unit. You were observed by witnesses weaving through traffic, passing vehicles on the right, with the addition of the speeds, endangering the public and endangering property. During an investigation after the arrest, it was found that there were 2 partially consumed cans of alcoholic beverage located in the vehicle. And you are here today pleading guilty to those facts and alleged offenses, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right, so these are the rights that I discussed with you in the group advisory. You indicate you understand and you're waiving those rights with a guilty plea. If I could get your signature where it says defendant.
Absolutely.
Here's that letter that I promised you in the group advisory that talks about how to set aside the judgment, how to seal the records.
Okay.
If you would sign the top copy here, and then I'll give you a second copy.
Okay.
All right, this one is yours.
Thank you.
You wish to give any statement before we impose sentencing on the 3 charges?
I just want to apologize for endangering the community. I got a little excited getting to the weekend and wanted to spend it with my brothers, and I was like, I just never want to speed again, and just want to formally apologize for doing that, and
Okay.
won't want to speed again.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Have you been charged with any reckless driving before?
Never before.
Any aggressive driving before?
No.
Okay. You were taken into custody.
Yes, sir.
All right, see that tall pamphlet right there?
Yeah.
If you would grab one of those for me, please. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm going to impose the following. The speed violation is $408. The reckless driving is a fine of $500. And I'm imposing a $100 fine on the count C violation, the liquor in the vehicle.
Okay.
I'm additionally going to order you to complete driver responsibility training. And so what that is here is this is how you register for that. They'll send you a packet. You can do it online or by mail. This is how to go about doing it. This is the course that I've assigned to it.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you.
Give me a moment here. And now let me have that because I got to make a copy of it that it was assigned to you.
Okay.
Okay, so your judgment and sentencing today, total fines and fees come out to $1,112.80. That includes a $69 jail fee, a court security fee of $35.80. Are you able to pay that balance today?
If I set up a payment plan, yeah.
Okay, I can put you on a payment plan. I have to add one-time payment plan per statute.
Okay.
$1,132.80 is the new balance. How much can you afford to pay on that per month?
Am I able to adjust it as needed?
Yeah,
per chance?
just start with what you can afford. If you want to raise it, then you can just always pay more if you want.
Sure, absolutely. Can I just start with $150 per month for right now?
Yes, is that a comfortable amount?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you make a payment today? If not, it's okay.
No, I cannot.
Okay. All right, so what we're ordering here, and you'll be signing for this payment plan agreement, is a total balance of $1,132.80. You're making $150 payments.
Absolutely.
First one is due on or before 5/29 of 2026.
Okay.
There's ways to make the payment remotely if you wish to. Website and phone number. They will charge you a merchant fee for
Okay.
the credit or debit card.
Okay.
Or send a check or money order to our address up here with the case number.
Okay.
So sign here for that plea agreement, or that, excuse me, that payment plan. The counseling is due in 45 days to completion, so you sign up whenever you're able to, but just have it completed in 45 days from today's date.
Okay.
We just need one extra copy of that for our records. All right, do you have any questions about anything that we talked about?
No, sir, it's been a pleasure.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. As soon as we get you that copies, you'll be all set to go.
Right on. Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Russell Ostram?
Hello there. How are you? Doing good, thank you. All right, this is case 2026, CM 12093. If you'd state your full name.
Russell Allen Ostram.
All right, sir. So we're here for a criminal trespass violation, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Do you have any questions about the information I provided in the group advisory?
No.
All right. 429.
Thank you.
You bet. Indicating that you're waiving the presence of an attorney.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to add a 2 to your 9 here. It says 4-9. I'm going to add a 2.
Okay.
You have any questions before I take a plea from you?
No.
Okay. How do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Okay. All right. This potentially has a victim involved, so we'll have to schedule out the sentencing for it. So you have to come back one more time for the sentencing
Oh.
because it's a criminal trespass violation.
Okay.
All right, so your sentencing is scheduled for 6/8/2026 at 9 a.m. if you'd sign here where it says defendant. In the case of Ostram, are there any victims in the courtroom that'd like to be heard? Please show hand. Having seen none. Okay, thank you. And then I'll review your release conditions with you. Obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any address change, not to contact the alleged victim in any manner, not to go near the location of the alleged offense, and you're reporting to pretrial services as ordered. Okay, just make sure you follow the
Yeah, I'll
process.
call him when I get done here.
Okay, very good. Once we get you your copy, you'll be excused. Do you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank you,
you're
sir.
all set.
Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
Levi Wilkins, warrant.
Hello there.
Oh, good morning.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing good, thank you. All right, this is case 2019 CR 12085. If you'd state your full name.
Levi Wilkins.
All right, Mr. Wilkins, we're here under the authority of a warrant. No payments ever made, and we were sentenced on a case in July 9th of 2020. We have a balance owed of $477.25. $16.25 of that is restitution.
Yes, Your Honor. First of all, just let me say there's no excuses for my actions back then.
Okay.
I was in a bad way. If I'm going to be honest with you, I was a heavy addict.
Okay,
Thank God I've been sober almost 4 years now.
okay. Congratulations.
In 2020, I was arrested in Gila County and I was sentenced to 4 years in DOC.
On other charges?
Yes.
Okay.
I was under the impression that when I signed my global plea in Gila County that included any and all charges that I had out wrapped up into that one plea that sent me to prison. Since then, I've gotten out of prison. I've completed parole. I've been off parole for about a year now. I have a great job. I'm getting married at the end of the year. I got a baby on the way. So when I found out I still had this out here, I just want to get it solved and finish as fast
Okay.
as possible.
All right.
I did bring proof of incarceration.
Yes,
if you
can I
need
take a
that.
look at that? That's good.
One is the county jail arrest date, and then that's my DOC time.
Need a copy of that, please. All right, so the restitution, there's nothing I can do about that.
Yes, sir.
$16.25 is what's owed on it. I'm going to give you credit for the time served on the balance of the remainder of it.
Thank you, sir.
On this one, I just want to make sure our totals are correct. See how it says the total balance of that? I'm waiving the rest of it, the fine. So I just want to make, but we have to get the restitution.
Okay,
There's that back for you.
let me double check.
I think it's going to be a total of $628. I think that's in addition to, so it looks like that's what he did on this form, so I just want to make sure. if you add that restitution and that balance owed, if that comes out to $628.87, then that makes sense. 'Cause that's what you have on this one.
Yeah, the total is $628.87.
Right, so he just owes the restitution, the rest is fines?
$16.25. Yes. Fine. Fees and fines, yes.
Okay, all right, what was the restitution amount?
$16.25.
Okay.
Quash the warrant?
Yes. And then there's that, if you get a copy of that. Are you going to be able to pay that restitution amount today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when I get done here, I'll give you a copy of that, or just take it to the front counter, that takes care of the restitution, the rest will be suspended with your time, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And then we'll give you a copy of the quash warrant too.
Keep a copy of the quash warrant on you for a few days until PD gets it. Okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, just see the clerks at the front counter, make that payment, you're good.
Chloe Moore?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
All right. This is regarding case 2026 TR 0117, if you'd state your full name.
Chloe Danielle Moore.
All right. So we're here for one criminal violation, that is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license.
Right.
And there's 3 civil traffic offenses. And one is speeding, alleged at 71 miles per hour in a posted 55 mile per hour zone. The second charge is driving with a suspended registration license plate for no insurance. And then not having insurance is the third violation. And then the final violation is lap and shoulder belts required. So first off, we'll talk about the criminal violation. You have your attorney waiver form?
Yeah.
Did you understand the information I gave in the group advisory?
Yeah.
How did you wish to proceed regarding the attorney decision?
I'm guilty for everything except for the suspension of license, because like about 6 months ago,
So before I take details, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, it's okay.
If in case it goes to trial, that's the first time I want to hear the details. So
Okay.
not really circumstantial now.
Oh, I
So
gotcha.
I'll enter a not guilty plea for the driving suspended violation.
Right.
So first off, let's decide, do you want an attorney or waive the presence of an attorney?
No attorney.
No attorney, okay, so if
Sure,
you'd write your
first.
name right there.
Okay.
And then the top box says I do not want an attorney. Okay, and then if you date and sign where it's highlighted, please. So we're going to enter a not guilty plea for the driving suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license and get you scheduled for a pre-trial conference.
Okay.
Okay? I think I need a form on that one.
Okay.
Here is, and then I believe you said on the civil traffic violations you want to plead responsible to those?
Yeah, everything else is
Okay,
responsible.
so what I'll have you do on those is go to the front counter and plead responsible. We'll talk to you about what the fines and fees are.
Okay.
Know that insurance one's gonna sting. It's $945. But if you get a 6-month insurance policy,
Oh, I did. I'm not sure if I tell you this or not. I did get insurance recently the other day, and then I got my license back yesterday. I have
okay,
proof of that too.
okay, so bring all of that. Do you have your license with you now?
I have it on my phone because I got it yesterday. It's coming in the mail.
Okay, so just bring that with you to the next meeting.
Okay.
When you meet with the prosecutor, and they'll be able to talk to you how to handle that part of the case.
Same with the insurance too.
Well, no, that's different. So that won't go in front of the prosecutor. The only thing the prosecutor's going to talk to you about is the driving suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. Okay?
Okay.
It's good that you've got your license valid again, so make sure you have that and take it with you to see what kind of plea offer they're all regarding those civil traffic offenses. The insurance on the vehicle is expensive, $945 fine. But if you get insurance on the vehicle 6 months or more, and you get a motor vehicle record review of 39 months, they know what it's called, a 39-month MVR, and there's no prior insurance violations, then you submit that to the court here, and that will reduce that 945 to 182. Okay? Significant savings.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
So if you're interested in doing that, when you go to the front counter to talk about those civil offenses, let them know you're going to do that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep, no problem. All right, so you are scheduled with a not guilty plea to your pretrial conference, and that is on this date right here at that time. So you come back here and come with all the information that you want to let the prosecutor know.
Okay.
Get a signature from you where it says defendant. And I'll get you a copy of that. Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Do you have a copy of the ticket with you by chance?
Yeah, it's over.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just, when you're set, take that to the front counter and they'll take care of all the other things for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so
Bring
much.
your proof of it, license. Okay. Have a good day.
Jessica Baxter Davis.
Hello there. How are you?
Better days to spend a Wednesday morning.
Yes, so here we are.
I did notice I forgot to fill out this here.
Okay, this is case 2026 TR 12072. If you'd state your name.
Jessica Renee Baxter Davis.
Thank you. So there's 3 charges. All of them are DUI related, all class 1 misdemeanors. One is DUI impaired to the slightest degree. One is DUI having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.08 or more, and then an extreme DUI allegation having a blood or breath alcohol concentration at 0.15 or more. You filled out the financial thing? Like to take a look at that? Okay. The 2 people that you assist financially, do they live with you?
Yes, my daughter and I guess I should have put partner instead of single because we own the home together.
Okay.
But I was just used to using my how I do my taxes, which is single.
Yeah,
right.
no problem. No, I get it. So the 2 people, though, the 42-year-old, do they live with you?
Yes.
Okay. And you financially support them?
Well,
To
he and I
some degree?
support each other. Yes, I
Okay.
support my daughter. Yeah, we're one household. Yes, sir.
Okay, and then the 15-year-old as well? Okay.
She's with me full time, and I don't get any help from her dad.
Okay. Okay, so you do qualify for a court-appointed attorney. And we'll assign that attorney for you. Since you filled out that financial, I'm presuming you want to enter a not guilty plea.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had that filled out before I even got here today.
All right, so first off, this will be your court date. Make sure it's consistent here. 7/14/2026 at 9 a.m. Not guilty plea for a pre-trial conference. If you would sign for that date where it says defendant, there's a pen right there for you.
And so you don't need this form?
I do not. I can throw it away for you if you want.
Yes, sir.
And then that one's basically talking about what we did today. You can keep it if you want, or you can throw it if you want. I'll toss it.
I'll throw it with the rest of my paperwork here.
Okay. All right, so here is your assigned attorney, Tyler Allen, with his phone number. You can call him 5 days prior to your court date, listed right there. It's also on the copy I'm going to give you here. You may or may not get a hold of him. If you do, then just follow what his directions are. If you do not, then you'll meet him here for the first time.
Okay.
But if you call him right away, he won't know anything about the case. So that's
Okay.
5 days, okay?
Yes, yes. I've been trying to speak to the prosecutor, and they didn't have my file either, so.
Yeah, it takes a while to go through this cycle. The law enforcement, whatever entity that was, and then it's got to be approved, and it's got to be sent, and yeah.
So don't call him any sooner than 5 days prior. Otherwise, it's just going to be
You can, if you want to, 6, 7, 8 days, just
Okay.
not in the next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes about a week for us to get there. I mean, we'll send it in the
7.
next couple of days, but all the
That's
other
July.
Original copies.
All right, so there's a copy of the appointment of attorney and of your court date.
Okay.
Do you have any questions at all?
Just need to contact my pretrial services officer and let him know when my next court date is. That's
Correct.
correct.
Yeah.
That's it? No change in none of these conditions whatsoever?
No, no changes yet.
Okay.
Let me just, okay, so we gave you the ability to leave the state.
That was from my cruise that I just got back from,
Yeah.
so,
Hopefully that was nice.
yes.
Yeah, everything else is the same.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll contact him.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Nicholas Tempone.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Pretty good, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. So this is case number 2026 TR078. Could you state your full name?
Nicholas Kenyon Tempone.
All right, Mr. Tempone. This is a driving suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license violation. It's a class 1 misdemeanor. Did you understand the information in the group advisory?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. And if you could write your name right there, please. Yep, everything else looks good. Other left-hander.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Waiving the presence of an attorney, do you have any questions before we take a plea?
I do. If I wanted to even ask you questions or explain the case, I'd have to come back, right?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
the reason why that is if it goes to trial, then I've been contaminated on the case, so I'd have to get another judge to do that, so we don't try not to do that. So you might have good explanations and reasons.
I'm pretty sure I got a good case to get it thrown out, but I don't really want to waste time and come back. It's just fine. I'll just plead guilty. It's all right.
You sure?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't know 100% sure if I...
When we get to sentencing,
Be
on the
50-50 or-
guilty plea, I can take some reasons and causes or whatever, I can take some of that into consideration, but
Okay,
not
that'll
until we get
work.
it accepted, so give me a moment. All right. You were present when I gave the group advisory of the rights that you're giving up by entering a guilty plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Do you have any question about those rights?
No.
You understood the citizens advisory I gave?
Yes.
Okay. The possible collateral consequences as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Factual basis of your case is that on April 16th of 2026 at about 9:48 p.m. at or near West Airport Road, State Highway 87, which is milepost 253.5, on State Route 87, which is in the city of Payson, in Gila County, the jurisdiction of this court. It was found that you were driving a motor vehicle on a public roadway while your license was suspended, revoked, or canceled. Does that sound consistent?
Yes, sir.
Regarding your guilty plea, are you making that voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No, sir.
Did anybody make any promises of lighter sentence or punishment if you pled guilty you'd receive it?
Nope.
Okay. Court accepts your plea, finds that you entered it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. You're signing and waiving the rights that I provided in the group advisory. This is the information on how to seal the records, set aside the judgment, the Rule 33 if you'd sign the top copy. I'll give you the second copy if you wish to exercise those rights. It'll give you the how to do that. That's yours. I crossed out domestic violence, doesn't apply to your case. All right, so you want to give a statement before you do impose sentencing?
Yeah, that's basically more than I want to get at, or what I wanted to get at. I just want to let it known how, like, yes, I'm guilty, whatever, but, and I've got a couple other ones. I admit guilt when they have a reason to pull me over, whatever. But the officer did something pretty, I don't know if it's illegal or against procedure, but it's at least very unethical.
Okay.
I was driving, of course, down the road. He followed me for 2 miles, pretty much all the way across town, running my plates, trying to find a reason to pull me over. Had no reason to mess with me to begin with. Proceeds to follow me all the way home and go in my apartment complex, park. He goes about 2 spots down across, doesn't hit the lights, nothing. He's just sitting there waiting because I think he assumed it was me driving but didn't have any reason to pull me over. We sit there for about 2 or 3 minutes. I wait to see if he leaves. I'm finally not going to play the game with him. So I open my truck door and proceed to go inside. He rolls down his window, goes, "Nick, is that you?" And then flips the lights. Like 3 minutes after he followed me all the way across town, had no reason to mess with me to begin with.
Yeah.
Yes, I was guilty, but like, is that legal?
Well, I can't give you legal advice.
Well, I mean, I already made it guilt. So.
Yeah, but I still can't provide you legal advice. What you can do is if you feel that that was done improperly or wrong, then you can complain to his supervisor if you wish.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know the police procedure, if that's allowed, but either way, it's at the very least very unethical.
What I can tell you is, I'll try to make it non-specific, and it's not advice, it's information. But let's say somebody stops. Your case is a little different than this, but they stop you for speeding.
Yeah, that is totally understandable.
Yeah.
Like my others, I get that.
But
Yeah, reason.
But they walk up, and they see an open container of liquor.
Yeah, of course.
Right, they stopped you for speeding, but it doesn't negate that they saw an open container of liquor.
Correct.
So if he sees, recognizes you and all that, and you commit a violation, it might be the same.
He didn't though. That's what I'm saying. It was nighttime. It was
Yeah,
dark. My tinted windows. I didn't.
Right.
He followed me. He had assumption. That's what I'm saying. He was going under assumption, but it was intentional. Even when I got to my house and parked, that it was apparent that he had no reason to flip his lights and waited until I got out of my vehicle.
Right.
Like that's pushing it a little much. You know.
Yeah. Well, so you
At the
again.
very least.
Yeah. So if you don't like the way they did that, then you can inquire with it. But what I can tell you is the town it's not Phoenix, so it's not populated that much.
Right.
Have I seen cases come through here before where the officer simply recognizes somebody, checks their status before they turn their lights on and find that they're suspended, revoked, or canceled? Yes, and they committed no other violations. They didn't have a...
That's the thing, he couldn't recognize me. That's why he did what he did.
Right.
And I could tell his intentions, what he was doing right when I got there, because he wouldn't hit his lights even when I parked and
Right.
whatever. But then as soon as I opened my door, he goes, "Nick, is that you?"
Right.
And then, boom, and then
So-
hits the lights.
So I didn't recognize you until you got out.
Yeah, and so he was doing that and locked on to me, almost harassing me, just
Right.
because of an assumption.
Right.
Even after he followed me all the way across town, had no probable cause, no reason, no traffic infraction, no nothing.
Right.
And then follows me home.
Yeah.
So say it was my neighbor or my daughter
Yeah,
driving
so
or
you're running
whatever,
a car.
and he opens the door, what's he gonna do? Go, "Oh, never mind," and then leave? And now what's he gonna do? He's just gonna follow that truck around and assume it's me driving and pull it over all the time? Like,
Yeah.
it's not right,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, so it sounds like most of that, if you don't like the way it was done, as far as the professionalism or whatever, that would be a complaint to go to the law enforcement agency. So I gave you some cited examples of what I've seen come through the court before, but I can't give you legal advice regarding that, but that's where an avenue for you is available.
Yeah, that's why I was confused, because like you said, like if he pulled me over for speeding or something, I had a container, like I get that, but like he had no reason to continually follow me across town, follow me home.
Into the
Like,
parking lot.
it was kind of bordering on harassment or, you know, profiling, assumption, whatever.
Right. All right, sir. Are you making payments now to the court already?
No, I paid off.
Oh, okay, so you have had some prior...
Yeah, and I paid them all off. Like I said, didn't use my blinker, got pulled. Understandable.
Yeah.
I'm at fault.
Right.
But this one was just.
Can you get
didn't
your
feel
license back?
I'm working on it. I either have to sue the DMV or they're trying to make me get a breathalyzer and pay all these fines. They're trying to treat me like I got a DUI when I've never been convicted of one in my life. I've had a judge give me a reinstatement order, took it to the DMV, but apparently the DMV has judicial powers now and you have to satisfy them or whatever.
Okay.
So I got to get a lawyer and sue the DMV or get a breathalyzer for no reason.
All right.
So I'm working on it.
So the fine at Class 1 misdemeanor goes up to $2,500. I'm going to just impose the $482 on it. Regarding that, are you able to pay it today?
I'd like to set a payment plan. I could
Okay,
start
no problem.
my payment plan today.
I have to have a one-time $20 payment plan. That brings a balance to $502. How much can you start with payments?
Just put it at 50 and then I'll probably pay more.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to, if you want to, first payment out 30 days, or can you pay today?
I can pay one today.
Okay. All right, so this is the payment plan agreement. Making a $50 payment today, $50 a month thereafter. Next one's due on 5/29 of 2026, 502 balance. If you'd sign where it says dependent. All right, I'll get you a copy of that. You have any questions at all?
Not at all.
Okay, here you go.
I appreciate your help.
Yeah, no problem.
Need you to look at that first.
Okay. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm ready.
Ruth Ann Bolt.
Hello there.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you. Give me a moment here. Do we have a case number yet?
Nope. Can't put it in the computer because it needs to be added by OC.
Okay. So this will be case 2026 CM case. This is a failure to ensure child attends school violation. I believe that's going to be a Class 1 misdemeanor. We have to look it up. It's not a common charge, so we had to do a little research on it.
Mm-hmm.
Regarding the charge, did you understand the group advisory information that I gave?
To a certain extent.
Okay. Regarding attorney decision, so they should have gave you an attorney waiver form. Did they do that when you checked in?
Yes.
Okay. Regarding that decision, there's no jail time asked of this case that I see. So your choices are to hire an attorney at your own expense, waive the presence of an attorney, or ask the court for a court-appointed attorney and give good cause.
More than likely, I would need to waive the attorney
Okay.
due to financial reasons.
Okay. And if you need to, you can change your mind, but do you have that form with you?
I do.
All right. If you would get that out.
I haven't filled out the informational parts of it yet.
Okay, I'll do it. And then that's basically just describing what's today, so let me give you.
Yep. Read that one.
So you're wanting to waive the presence of an attorney? Is that correct?
Uh-huh. No
that
other
yes?
option.
Is that yes? Okay.
Sorry.
That's
Yes.
okay. Yeah, just because, all right. So I'll need, I've indicated it here, if you would date and sign it where it's highlighted there, and here's a pin for you. That one right there, sorry.
Right here. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So that officer was here, we should have inquired all of this information.
Andrew just handed it to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over it. I asked her if she knew and she said she didn't know.
But now we know why he was here.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
questions before you enter a plea on the charge? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No questions at this time.
Okay, how do you wish to plead?
I believe it would be a no contest. I didn't intend to commit a crime, but that does happen. Accidents do happen, and people do accidentally do things wrong.
Sure, understood.
Maybe no contest.
If you're not sure, then I would put enter a not guilty plea. So if you're not sure, you're kind of giving me an explanation. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but if you're wishing to give an explanation to the prosecutor to take into consideration, then that would get you in front of the prosecutor. If you just plead no contest, they're not going to talk to you. We're going to go to sentencing at a later date. So if you wish to explain, give some reasons for that, then you can talk to the prosecutor regarding that.
Okay.
I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you your options and what can be afforded to you in those options.
Yeah. I could talk to someone. I for some reason thought I would be talking directly to you.
That would only come at a sentencing date, which would be later. So you could tell me reasons and causes, or if you want the prosecutor to take your reasons and causes into consideration of entering a plea agreement, dismissing it, or proceeding to a trial. Those are the kind of those options. But if you plead no contest, you don't get that conversation with them.
Oh.
So.
Alrighty. Well, I would put not guilty if it wouldn't cause me any further problems or causing problems for everyone involved.
No, well, I can tell you this for sure. You don't get consequenced or penalized for exercising your rights to plead not guilty. And your constitutional rights is you're innocent until proven guilty, or you give a guilty plea or no contest. So you're not going to have any. We're here for you. You're not hurting the courts or anybody else in terms of exercising your rights.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Then I'll just need to know what you want to
we're
plead.
going to go ahead and go with not guilty then.
Okay, I'll enter not guilty plea and get you your pretrial conference date. We have it back here, so we want to find out see if they can have the classification information.
We definitely will before the next hearing.
Pardon me?
We definitely will before the next hearing.
Well, no, right now. He's right there.
Oh.
Yeah, see if he knows the classification. All right. Now this is the scheduled date and time for the pretrial conference. 6/8 of 2026 at 9 a.m. We've entered the not guilty plea for you, and it's a pretrial that is set. Okay? So I'll have you sign for that court date. And then you certainly can explain whatever you'd like to the prosecutor to take into consideration on that charge.
Okay.
Okay? If you would, where it says defendant, and pull that down to you so it's not such a hard reach.
Which day is that? Would I have that day off of work?
That's a good question. I don't know the second part of that answer, but I can tell you which day it is. It was 6/9, right?
6/8, yeah.
6/8. A Monday?
Uh-oh. Okay, because I have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off from work.
Let me see if we can put it on a Tuesday. I know sometimes we're able to get Tuesdays in there. And the other one's Wednesday? I think Tuesday might be able to work. Let me wait till my clerk gets back and we might be able to change that for you. If you could, with answering yes or no, is this address still good? Right here?
Yes,
Okay.
that's correct.
Do you have a phone number? If you wouldn't mind adding it to where it says here, but just add it here because that's not enough room.
Oh, great.
Okay.
Wow. So we're looking at this spot right here? The blank area next to the address?
Yeah, I'll put the X here for you.
Thank you.
You betcha.
There's a lot of space there, and
Yeah,
I don't want to scribble
yeah.
in the wrong spot.
Right, it's okay. Is there a possibility she can get this on a Tuesday? It's scheduled for 6/8. Can we make that 6/9 by chance? Or is he not here on that? A Tuesday instead of a Monday?
He's here on Tuesday, but it's attorney day.
Yeah,
And we're
it's-
pretty scheduled out on attorney days till July.
They would bump it another month to get that day. Would you rather go another month out, or we can accommodate it?
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to do that.
Okay. Let me know whenever you've got that.
7:14, 9 a.m.
Here is your new court date, which is the 14th of July at 9 a.m. Okay, you can now sign for that date. All right, and then I'll get you a copy of this. Do you have any questions at all?
Not at this time.
Okay, as soon as we get you a copy of the court date, you're all set to go. We'll see you on that date.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
I appreciate your help.
No problem.
There's your date right there. That's a 7.
7.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you for clarification.
Have a good day.
You too. Good day.
Johnny Myers? What?
Hello there, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
All right.
So,
All right, so this is case 2025 TR 397. If you state your full name.
Johnny Myers.
All right, Mr. Myers, we had a telephonic arraignment that was scheduled for you. Called no answer, and then put a notice out and didn't get a response, so now there's a warrant.
I did call. I did call that day.
You called back that day?
I did call, and then this all they told me was just to wait, but I never did get a call.
Okay.
And I
Alright.
have a witness
Okay.
that does.
So when we authorize telephonic, we don't do anything besides call the number you provide.
Yeah,
So to allow telephonics, you have to be available.
I was available
Okay.
the whole hour that I called, because I called an hour. I was like 30 minutes early before my court date, and that's when I called, because that was the first time I've had a phone conference. So that's why I called early, and then
Okay.
nothing.
So.
And then I didn't know that you guys sent an email for another court date. At that time, I guess my Google account was backed up from all my storage, so my storage was full.
Okay.
So I had to delete everything.
Okay.
And then as soon as I deleted it, I guess my court date was in that file that I deleted, so I can get more incoming mail. So.
Okay.
And then I finally found out that I had a warrant by calling in, so that's why I came in today.
Okay. Well, you're here, so we'll quash the warrant. So we'll hold the arraignment now. The arraignment is for the violation of driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license. And then there's some civil traffic offenses. One of those is no mandatory insurance, and then displaying a suspended registration for insurance. So first of all, you had pled not guilty to the charge originally, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to maintain that plea of not guilty?
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do is, we're not going to offer telephonic, but we're going to quash the warrants and give you a new court date to have a pre-trial conference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That's
So-
what I was trying to prevent.
What's that?
That's what I was trying to prevent. That's why, because this is like my 4th time coming in, for this.
Yeah, and then we've got some continuances that the court's been very accommodating for you, right? You've asked for some continuances on these, right? So the case is 2025. It should have been resolved a long time ago, but I know what you're telling us, but all I can tell you is the number you give me,
Mm-hmm.
I push here,
Okay.
and then it is either answered or not. And if it's not,
Mm-hmm.
that's a failure
What
to
number?
hear.
What number's on there? You know,
Yeah.
to make that
So
clear.
sometimes that changes also. So what we do is we go with the most current one provided. (602-623-8282).
Yes, that's the number.
That's it?
I never got a call. I can bring up my history as well too, that I never got a call, and I do have that history that I did make that call.
Okay, I mean, we're gonna take care of the warrant, we'll quash it,
Yeah.
you're not, but we just have to have you come back on the next court date.
That's fine.
When the telephonic doesn't work, we don't allow it anymore,
Okay.
so. Regarding the civil, please, you want to plead not responsible, have the whole thing go to the prosecutor at the same time?
How, no, like, how, I just want to get my license back because, like, within the weeks, I'm going to be traveling, doing a lot of traveling, and I need my license.
Okay,
And,
well, we're gonna quash the warrant, because you're here on your own accord. Are we holding up your license, or do you
yeah,
want?
yeah.
It's us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because today the interlock is getting installed, so.
Today is?
Yeah, today.
Oh, so that would be a reason why it's held up too, by the
Yeah.
way. That's outside of us, that's motor vehicle division.
But I got a letter from MVD saying that I had a.
It might be because of this.
Yeah.
Let me look at the October 2025. We'll release it so you can get your license, so whatever's required as far as motor vehicle goes. So do we have the T-tip hold on the license, or?
I'm not seeing it. Oh, maybe. Let me see.
Now, let me back up a little bit. So you're pleading not guilty on the criminal
Yeah.
charge. You have those civil charges of either responsible or not responsible. Do you want to enter a not responsible plea and have the whole case go to the prosecutor and you can talk to him about the whole thing, or do you want to change that?
Yeah, we can just go to the prosecutor.
Okay, so just in the whole
Yeah,
case.
because
Okay.
we do have the proof of insurance of that day we had insurance, so
Okay.
that was also,
Do you have it where it shows you had it during the?
yeah.
Okay. Do you have it with you? So I might be able to cure that
Through
today.
email, yeah, we do have it through email.
Just bring it with you at the next one.
Okay.
And then we'll resolve it, because you gotta come back anyways, we'll
Okay.
resolve it then. So yeah, if you show insurance at the time of the offense, then that'll dismiss the one charge.
And it was just that day, like the day of, or the day prior, my license got suspended.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my license was suspended, and the next day I got pulled over, so yeah.
And then the only other one's the display and the suspended registration for no insurance, so.
But that was all taken care of. Then-
Yeah, so you've got the plate probably now.
Yeah, it's all.
But that one's is handled a little different. So there's a mandatory minimum penalty on that. If your plate was in fact suspended at the time, then that's not one that can go away like the other.
If that's not gonna go away, can I pay for that now, or can I take care of that? Like whatever.
You can
Whatever
pay,
payments I can pay now, I can pay now.
So, can you show me on your phone the insurance? Because then we'll take care of both of them.
She's looking it up right now.
Okay, and it'll show the insurance on this vehicle, which is the Nissan. That you had insurance at the date and time of the offense? Yeah, that'll dismiss it, and then we just got the other one, yeah. I mean, you can plead whatever you want, I'm not telling you to plead responsible.
I just don't, I mean, I can, like, just go with it, but I just don't want that on my record, because I'm trying to clear my interlock situation,
Yep.
so that way
Understood.
I don't have to be extended, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So if whatever will benefit me to.
This is your not guilty plea that we're entering for you, for the criminal charge, okay? So you've got a pretrial that is set for 9/23/2026 at 2 p.m. If you'd sign here, that'll be the next court date in person. If she's able to get the insurance pulled up, and she can come up here too with her phone. Hello. You have a copy of the insurance here?
I do have a copy of what day was the violation?
Yep, date of violations, October 25 of 2025.
Okay, because I had the document sent over by fax the day that he had court, and then I think because it's a new cycle, it's only going to November 21st. But I'm trying to look right now. Hold on.
Yes, so we need, if you want it dismissed, I gotta show an insurance card that has that you were insured at the date and time. If you show it afterwards, there's a reduction of fine, but you have some other requirements.
I'm checking right now, see
Okay,
if I
no
can
problem.
get. verification of insurance. So the declaration is only going from the current
So here's your options. If you're able to show insurance on the date and time, it dismisses. If you're not, and you show insurance afterwards, as long as it's a 6-month policy or more on the same vehicle, and you get a motor vehicle record that you don't have any prior insurance violations in the last 39 months, then the $945 is expensive, reduces down to $182. So that's still available to you.
Okay.
But you'd want to go to motor vehicle to get that 39-month motor vehicle record. Make sure you don't have any other violations. If you have some, then you need to consider supplying that to the court because it can enhance the penalties if there's priors. Okay? But if there's not, that'll get the reduction.
it was see, I have coverage all the way back from like when I got the car, but it's not loading. And
Okay, so let's just enter the not responsible plea. If you find insurance that's on the date and time of the violation, you just go to the front clerk, show
Okay.
it, dismisses it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If you can't find it that it's at the date and time, then you show current insurance and you get a 39-month motor vehicle record, then that will reduce that from that $945 penalty to $182. Okay? So right now we'll enter not responsible on all of it. And then if you're able to produce that documentation, you can provide that to the court whenever you want, or just bring it with you on that next court date. Okay?
That's it.
Let me get you copies of what we're doing here. So.
Sorry, I was getting his release.
What's that?
I was getting his release.
Okay.
If we can get him to sign that, and I'll make a copy and give him the original.
Okay, so this is releasing the hold for us. We need you to sign this customer signature. Now you get it. With all of this that we're doing, we're going to make sure that you come to the next court date.
Okay.
If you don't, the warrant goes back out, this all goes into place again, and we won't be quashing or doing anything until the case is resolved. Okay?
His copy.
Okay, so there's a copy of the quashed warrant for you. I'm going to get you a copy of the release on the license and get you a copy of your court date. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
His copy.
Okay, there's that, the release on the license.
These are our copies.
Okay, that's yours. And then he needs a court date.
And his copy.
Okay, there's your court date. You're all set.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Carolyn Bell.
Call the officer first.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on.
We want to make sure, what are you here for?
I'm just listening.
Oh, okay.
Just listening.
Oh, okay, because we had the case earlier with you and we weren't sure, so.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah, I
no
had to
problem.
run and then I came back,
Okay,
so I
yeah,
have
no
another
problem.
case here.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, Miss Mel. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I still have this,
Okay, you filled that out? I'm gonna just take the paper off of there. All right, would you mind putting that back on that counter over there for me?
where?
Right, just on that counter, yeah. Thank you. All right, so first, this is case number 2026 TR 12071. Could you state your name?
Carolyn Summerbell.
Thank you, Miss Bell. So we're here on 2 charges. One of them is a DUI charge. The other one is having an open container of liquor unauthorized in your vehicle. The case is jury eligible and is eligible for a court-appointed attorney, which you've completed the financial statement form, so I'm going to review that now, okay? All right, one person, John. So tell me what employment is?
I work for, I do respite for my sister, so I get paid by the state.
You do what with her?
Respite?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Understood. I didn't. Okay, gotcha. All right. All right. Do you know roughly what your monthly expenses are? Food, phone bill, all of that, roughly. If you don't need to tell them, just once you kind of calculate that in your head, here's the best way to do that. This is what you make, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the month, if you have free spending money, how much is that? Okay, don't tell me, but whatever is less than that is what your bills are. Okay, so let's say, for example, I have $100 extra spending money, so then the rest of your bills is minus 100. Make sense? All right, so if you would add that, whatever your bills are, where it says, what is your monthly expenses, add that amount there. There's a pen for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Hang on, let me mute this.
Because usually I have
So first off, your court date is assigned on 7/14 of 2026 at 8:30 a.m. if you'd sign where it says defendant. And then this is your assigned attorney. Your assigned attorney's phone number. You're directed to call them about 5 days prior to the court date that you just signed for, which is right here.
Okay.
They don't know anything about you right now, so you have to wait until that time. When you call them, you may or may not get a hold of them.
Okay.
And if you do get a hold of them, just follow their directions. If you don't, you'll meet them here for the first time.
Okay.
Do you have any questions on any of that?
I don't.
Okay, so I'm going to get you copies and then you'll be all set.
Okay, thank you.
Financial forms figured out later.
Okay. Melissa Daniels.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
I'm doing good. All right, this is case 2026 CM 12114. If you'd state your full name.
Melissa D. Daniels.
Thank you. So we're here on an allegation of consumed spirituous liquor in a public place. That's a class 2 misdemeanor. Did you understand the group advisory that I gave?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You have a decision on your attorney waiver form?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I could get that from you after you sign it. You already got it? Okay. Waive in the presence of an attorney. There is no jail time being asked to the case, so you're aware of that. All right, do you have any questions before you give a plea?
No, sir.
No? Okay, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
With your guilty plea, we can move forward to sentencing if you wish today. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
Okay. In that group advisory, I explained to you the rights that you're giving up with a guilty plea. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Okay. Did you understand the citizens advisory that I gave?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Factual basis of this case is that on 4/15 of 2026 at about 5:17 p.m. at or near 304 South Beeline Highway, you were contacted by the Payson Police Department. And in that contact, it was found that you were consuming spirituous liquor in a public place. You're here pleading guilty to that charge today. Does that sound consistent?
Yes, sir.
That did occur in the jurisdiction of this court. Regarding your guilty plea, are you making that plea voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No.
Any promises made to you for lighter punishment if you pled guilty, you'd receive it?
No.
Okay. Court accepts your plea, finds that you made it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. This is the letter that I talked about how to set aside the judgment and how to seal the records. It'll give you the steps on how to do that if you wish. If you would sign the top copy, and then I'll give you the second copy. There's a pin right there for you. Okay, and then this is your copy. I've crossed out domestic violence. It doesn't apply to your case, but you can still read it if you wish. And this is what I need for accepting your signature. These are the rights that I gave in the group advisory that you're waiving with a guilty plea. If you'd sign where it says defendant. I wish to give a statement to the court before we impose any sentencing.
No, sir.
No
No,
statement?
sir.
Okay. Do you have any criminal history? Any criminal violations you've been arrested for in the past?
Yes, I had a DUI in 2020.
2020. Was that the only other violation?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the fine can be up to $750 with probation. I'm going to impose a $100 fine. Are you able to pay that today?
Tomorrow.
Okay. If it can't be paid today, I mean you got till 4:30. I have to add a $20 payment plan fee, so it'll be $120 after 4:30.
Okay.
If you can pay it today, then you can leave and come back if you want it before 4:30.
I'll pay the 120. We get paid tomorrow. So.
Okay. Okay. So you want me to show up paid in full tomorrow then?
Yes.
Alright, so here's what you're agreeing to on the payment plan. Is paying $120 total balance on 4/30 of 2026. If you sign where it says defendant, I'll get you a copy of that. Have any questions about what we spoke about?
No, sir.
Okay. Once you get your copy, then you're all set to go.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Balda.
Well, there, sir. How are you?
Good, Your Honor. Good morning.
Are you able to stand up here a few
Yeah.
minutes? Okay. This is case 2026 TR130. Did you state your full name, please?
Jeff Balda.
All right, Mr. Balder, we're here on a driving suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license violation. Did you understand the information I gave in the group advisory?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a decision made on your attorney waiver form? There's no jail time as to the case?
Yeah, no, it's just bad data. I'd like to show the court so we could dismiss it.
So the court can't dismiss it, but the prosecutor can?
Okay, then
So,
I'm going to plead not guilty.
okay, sounds good. Well, I'll answer that plea of not guilty, but first I need to find out if you're going to be represented by counsel
No.
or are you waiving? All right. So that attorney waiver form, this one right here, if you
Yes.
check the top box saying you don't want an attorney.
Okay.
It's really long.
All right.
All right, sir, and then if you date and sign, thank you. All right, I'll take that from you. Okay, thank you. Are you still in Scottsdale?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And there's documents that you wish to have the prosecutor to see?
Yes. This is, couldn't understand why it was suspended.
Mhm.
So this is what DMV had given me, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Okay.
And it's very mysterious. There's no dates. There's missing data on that. On that from DMV.
Okay.
So I went to Gilbert Municipal Court,
Mhm.
and this is a letter that they gave me saying that those records don't exist for Gilbert.
Okay.
Okay, so they did a record search, my name, my social security number, everything.
Okay.
So then I call Casa Grande, and they're understaffed down there. I ran that complaint number in their website down in Casa Grande, and somebody else's name shows up.
Okay.
And I did a screen print, and it's very poor. But they're understaffed right now, so they're trying to get another letter of release,
Okay.
like Gilbert.
Okay.
So I don't want to waste anybody's time, but I don't know how to handle that.
So did you go to motor vehicle at all?
Yes.
And they said Gilbert was having?
That's how they got that first, that spreadsheet of what the violations
This
were.
one here,
That
okay.
came from DMV, and I would, you know,
Do you have your license now?
yes, I got license, registration, insurance.
Okay. Can I get a copy of your driver's license also?
Yes.
If you have your driver's license with you?
Just a second.
And so you're working with Casa Grande to see if they can get you one of those same
Yes, sir.
records? Gotcha. I'm trying to see if I can help get you to be able to do this telephonically so you don't have to drive back up. If I'm not able to collect most of the documents, then you won't have much to have to provide to them.
Excuse me, I make a lot of copies of things.
Even if you have it in your pocket, I'll just make a copy of that.
Here you are.
Oh, there you go. All right, thank you. So is this an ID card or a driver's
I
license?
believe it's a driver's license from here in Payson. We're just waiting for the mail to get caught up to everything.
So this, the only thing is an identification card. Do you have the ID driver's license in your
No,
wallet?
because they're supposed to be sending
Sending
it
it
up
to
to
you.
me. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got my birth certificate.
Yeah,
my,
because this was done on the 17th.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I had temporary registration and everything, trying to get it all.
Yeah, but I mean, anything on the car, if it's only dealing with your license, I'm gonna take these three and
Okay.
get a copy of them so the prosecutor has them. That you might, when you get your driver's license,
Yes, sir.
if it's a driver's license,
Mhm.
that says ID card.
Mhm.
If you're thinking that you're supposed to get a driver's license.
Yeah, absolutely, we're supposed to be getting a driver's
Yeah,
license.
so when you get it,
Okay.
it might be that, just make sure that on the next court date, that you bring that with you.
Okay.
So that way there's no confusion on it.
Okay.
And I didn't make a copy of this one, that's not gonna produce anything, but you might get something else from Casa Grande.
Yes.
So then bring that with you.
Okay.
as well.
His copies.
His original?
Yes, those are
Okay,
the
all right.
originals.
And when you're working, did I already get a court date from you?
I don't know, I think so. There's something happened.
It is, the sentencing one is, but not the other side of it. All right, so yeah, just try to work on make sure that is a driver's license.
Yes, sir, yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
And then once you get the documentation from Casa Grande, bring that with you.
Okay.
I was gonna try to get it done remotely where you could call in.
Okay.
It gets a little tough if there's still documents to go back
Mhm.
and forth, so if you bring those, then it's,
Okay.
here you go, and then it might resolve easier for you,
Okay.
so.
All right.
Do you have a case number?
Yes. 2026 TR 130.
Thank you.
I'll give you the whole thing if you want. Then we just gotta make sure we get the prosecutor the documents we have.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just the weirdest thing. They said my original driver's license was like a 30-year license. And when they went through the court system, I was analog and not digital. And a lot of these older licenses, data just got munched up when they were converting everything over. And so Gilbert's like, yeah.
All right, sir, so here's our court date, 6/8 of 2026
Okay.
at 9:30 a.m. You'll come right back here for that. If you'd sign
Okay.
here where it says defendant, is that
I'm
correct?
sorry, that's the wrong date. I apologize.
That's all right, go ahead and sign it, and I'll just do a whiteout here.
That's a badge date, I just realized it's justice. June 23rd at 2 p.m.
Can I provide the court documents earlier than that? Can I?
You can, June 23rd.
2 p.m.
You can provide them to the county attorney's office.
Okay, right.
Because that's where they need to go. So
Mhm.
we're gonna send this initial stuff,
Okay.
and then you'll have the ability to contact the county attorney's office. If you wanna write this phone number down on your file, 928-474-4068. That is one of the numbers. I'm not sure if that's but they'll transfer you wherever you need to go. But they won't have your case here for about a week or so.
Okay.
So if you say, hey, I'm not gonna know where to put the document.
His copy.
There's your copy for the court date.
Thank you very much.
All right, you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, you're all set to go.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
There you go.
Alfredo Hernandez?
Hello there.
How you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
All right. All right, so we're here for 2 charges. One of them is resisting arrest passively and criminal trespass 3rd degree on case 2026 CM 12096. If you'd state your full name.
Alfredo J. Hernandez.
All right. Were you here in the group advisory that I gave? And I talked to the group, or did you come in late?
No, I came in earlier. I just went out there to smoke a
Yeah,
cigarette.
yeah,
'Cause I'm
yeah.
always the last one, so.
Oh,
I
it's
figured
just
it.
when you check in. So if you're the first one here, then you're the first one seen, so.
Okay.
All right. So do you have your attorney waiver form that they gave you at the front counter? Yeah, so just so you know, we're not picking on you. It's just whenever you check in, you go in order.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So you were here. We're here when I gave the information. Do you have any questions about that?
No.
Okay. Do you want an attorney or waive the presence of an attorney?
You can waive it.
Okay. If you check that top box, write your name right below here, the verses. Yeah. And then if you write your name in here. And then where it's highlighted at the bottom, date and sign that.
What's today's date?
Today's the 29th April. How many telephonics we have, Ailey?
That's what I'm gonna check.
Okay. And then see, I sign there. You have any questions about the plea options of the case?
No.
How do you wish to plead on the charges?
Guilty.
On both?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have to schedule you for sentencing on another date because it's an alleged victim on the criminal trespass. So we'll get you that sentencing date and then we'll have to have you come back on that date, okay? And then we'll be able to conclude it. Okay, sentencing date is scheduled for 6/8 of 2026 at 9:30. If you'd sign where it says defendant. On Mr. Hernandez's case, any victims in the courtroom would like to be heard? Having seen none, a review of your release conditions is obey all orders of the court, not to commit any crimes, notify the court immediately of any change of address, not to leave the state of Arizona, do not contact the alleged victim in any manner, or go near the location of the alleged offense. Any questions on that? Okay, as soon as you get a copy of your sentencing date, then you're set to go. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mike Prosser, warrant.
Well, there, sir. How are you?
Good.
And we have 3 telephone.
Okay. And the warrant's been quashed already? Or was this a prior warrant where there's a bond posted?
You double check.
I was in custody, I believe, when the warrant came out.
Yeah, that sometimes happens, yeah.
And I'm out on an ankle monitor also.
Right now you are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which case number is that again? I'm sorry.
2025 CM 12384. So there was a bond posted. I don't know if the current warrant is still out or not because of that.
No, that's been quashed. The warrant's been quashed.
So no warrant currently?
No warrant currently.
Okay.
I believe he just needs to be arraigned.
What's that?
I believe he needs to be arraigned.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
All right, sir. This charge is a case 2025 CM 12384. If you'd state your full name.
Mike David Crosser.
All right. This is a facilitation of shoplifting. So that's a class 3 misdemeanor. That's punishable with a maximum fine of $500, a maximum of 30 days of jail and or 1 year of probation. There is no jail time being asked of this case. So if you're found guilty after a trial, you're not facing jail time, or if you plead guilty or no contest today, you're not facing jail time. Okay? The plea options that you have is pleading guilty, which means you're admitting that you committed the crime. This is an offense that occurred on or about December 4th of 2025 at Walmart. You can plead not guilty, and I'll schedule you for a pre-trial conference. That's where you meet with the prosecutor, discuss the case. One option is that the case will go to a trial. Another option is the case could enter a plea agreement. Another option is that you could change your plea from not guilty to guilty. Another option is the case could be continued for further investigation purposes. If you plead guilty or no contest, we will have to schedule you for a sentencing at a later date. We will have to have you come back because it is a victim-related charge, and we have to notify the victims. They have the right to be heard.
Okay.
Regarding the attorney, you have the right to an attorney. You have the right to waive the presence of an attorney, or the right to ask for a court-appointed attorney. And if you ask for a court-appointed attorney, there's 2 requirements. 1, financial, not be able to afford an attorney. And number 2, a good cause, meaning jail time or something like that. No jail time in this case. Do
Okay.
you have any questions on the attorney decision?
No.
How do you wish to proceed? Waiving?
I'll waive the attorney.
Okay.
I have an attorney from my other case. So.
But you are choosing not to, did they give you an attorney waiver form when you checked in?
No.
Okay. Yeah, but even though you have an attorney on the other cases, you're choosing not to use that attorney on this case, correct?
No, I would like to use
that attorney.
as,
Okay,
yes.
so you're not waiving attorney,
Okay,
you're going to
yeah.
retain your own attorney,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay. So with that information, I'm going to enter not guilty plea for you. Hire your attorney, make sure he's aware of this, and then he'll send us a notice of appearance on the case, he or she. That's what the requirements are, they know that.
Okay.
I want to confirm some contact information with you. Are you still on Manzanita?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have a phone number right now?
I don't.
Okay.
My mom's. I can give you my mom's.
Does that end in 0157?
Yes.
Okay.
Or 1856. So it's 928.
Here, let me just have you write down the current address.
Yeah, that was my old number.
Phone number, and if you have an email, all on that form, on that sticky note. Now there is a bond that's been placed.
I placed it.
Right.
Would I be able to get it back?
We'll consider it after the next hearing, so we'll give that out. It's going to be about a month or so. But once we guarantee his appearance at that, then we can take that into consideration to release that back to you.
Since I'm on an ankle monitor for the
Other charges?
my other charges,
Yeah.
I would think the bond could be released for the other one because I'm out on a $2,500 bond also for the other Superior Court charges.
Okay.
And so they know where I'm at because I have an ankle monitor on.
I just
so
don't know when that comes off.
It's gonna.
Or the rules.
It just the whole court proceeding just started, so I just got it on.
It probably will still be there, but I just don't know those conditions. So.
Okay. I just figured it would help me get my insurance and license back and everything. So.
Okay.
Because I've been incarcerated for like 35 days, and I wasn't able to pay my insurance, so of course I had SR22, so I'm sure my driver's license is lapsed now too. So.
Do you have an email? You have an email?
I don't at the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's right.
I'm probably gonna get a new one.
Okay. All right, so we need a court date for not guilty with his, he's gonna retain an attorney.
Okay.
Pardon me?
Court-appointed attorney.
Yeah, so he.
Other case, he can use that for this one.
I don't know. That's up to him and his attorney. He's an assigned attorney on another case, so he can talk to him about that and see if he'll
crash out.
Do it for him. I don't know that he will. I don't know that he won't.
Right.
So you just have to ask. So if he won't, then you still can go hire an attorney or decide to waive an attorney. Just make sure that we know because they'll schedule on different days. If you have representation, we're giving you a date that has representation.
Okay.
If you decide that it's not going to happen, then just let us know and we'll reschedule on a different day.
Okay.
Yeah, so get talking to him pretty quick to see if he's going to cover it for you.
Okay.
Sorry, so you're signing for the court date, which is 7/14/2026 at 8:30 a.m. Signer says defendant. And just make sure that if he does represent you, he gets a copy of this. And he'll send us a notice of appearance.
Is there a signed copy of the warrant, of the quashed warrant?
You got the
Oh,
whole
I
case.
got it, sorry. I'm gonna give him a copy just in case it wasn't sent out. I did not do it. Oh, it was sent out, he's good.
Yeah, I had to get that quashed before I got out a couple days ago, so.
That's what the bond came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. We'll get these things behind you, that way start moving forward.
Yes. sure.
Okay, you're all set to go.
All right, thank you.
Have a good day. Careful there.
That's a big step.
Yes, it is.
Zachary Ryan, no advisories from here.
Hello there.
Hello, Your Honor.
All right, sir, so this is case 2026 TR 082. Could you state your full name?
Zachary R. Edamran.
Thank you. He wasn't in here?
I was not in the beginning, no.
Okay, all right.
I thought I was coming in for a ticket and didn't realize it was criminal.
Yeah, okay, so that's a driving suspended, revoked, or canceled. That's a class 1 misdemeanor. That's punishable with a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months of jail, and or 3 years of probation. There is not any jail time asked on the case that I can see.
Okay.
And that's whether you are found guilty later after trial, or if you plead guilty or no contest today, no jail time, okay?
Okay.
If that changes, your rights will change.
Okay.
Your options are to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty plea means that you're admitting you committed the crime. No contest means that you are accepting the conviction but not admitting or denying a factual basis, okay? Both of those show on a criminal history. You can plead not guilty and schedule you for a pre-trial conference. That's where you meet with the prosecutor, discuss the case. They might provide you the police report to review. At the conclusion of that meeting, there's a few options that will happen. Number 1, the case will be set for trial. Number 2, it could enter a plea agreement. Number 3, it could be dismissed. Number 4, you could change your plea after that meeting from not guilty to guilty or no contest. Or the last option is it's continued for further information gathering by either of the parties if it's granted. Okay. You also have the right to an attorney. You can hire one at your own expense. You can waive the presence of an attorney, or you can provide the court good cause for a court-appointed attorney. An example of good cause would be if there was jail time, but since I informed you there's not jail time, no loss of liberty, then that does not qualify for that.
Okay.
Mental disabilities, there's a few others.
Okay.
Any questions on the attorney portion?
No, I will waive the attorney. I just want to speak to the prosecutor, basically.
Okay, so that will take the not guilty plea, and I'll enter that for you in a moment. If you wouldn't mind grabbing that pen. Oh, you have one. Yeah, so if you just fill out your name on that form at the top. Yeah, you can sign and date it. Yeah, so you can go ahead and sign it there. And then date it on the other highlighted portion.
And it is the 29th?
29th April, yeah. And then if you would write your name underneath the verses at the top. Yeah, that way we know which case it is. And then if you're waiving the presence of an attorney, check that top box.
Check the box right there.
And then you're not guilty.
Yep.
Okay.
That's yours.
This is the 12082, correct?
That's 2026 TR 082.
082. Okay.
Yes, sir.
04082.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the DR. That's a different one. That's not the court case number. That's the police report number.
All right, I apologize, sir.
No, fine. You're just double checking. That's okay.
Can I borrow it for a second when you're done?
You can have the whole thing.
I'm not seeing it in the computer, so I don't know what's going on.
Means I didn't do it.
There you go.
Thank you.
Doesn't it show you anything like with my status with my other stuff right now?
Your cases?
Yeah.
No, but the clerk at the front can.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have any questions, you can talk to them, see where you're at, payments, whatever's left. Or
Yeah, I
whatever.
just want to know where the payments stand because I've been kind of skipping a month and paying extra just with the bills and that.
Yeah, be careful. So let's say, for example, you're scheduled to pay $50 a month, and you pay $100. It doesn't take the next payment away; it just takes off the balance soon.
Yes, I'm aware of it. Just the way that I have twins coming right now.
Okay.
And I need to find a new job because it's not working out in Strawberry so much.
Okay.
So I'm going back to Phoenix. Got to find a new house, new vehicle.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah. They'll be able to give you a rundown of. There's 2 courts, or actually 3 courts: Star Valley, Town of Payson, and the Justice Court.
Star Valley has one now?
Yeah, they've always had one, yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you remember back in the day, they had the speed detection devices out there.
Yeah.
So all those would be generated out of that court. Then they have other violations, Town of Star Valley code violations and stuff,
Okay.
messy yards and stuff like that.
All right.
Yeah. Any criminal offenses are cited into the justice court, but any town code violations are in their court.
Okay.
Any of those, they took that down the photo radars, but when those were operating, as we call it, the Star Valley.
Deem those were like illegal or something, or it was.
The governor just said that they'd go to the state,
Yeah.
so they're not putting them on his state highways and his or hers,
Okay.
and they have the authority to do that. So you still see them on streets and stuff in
Mhm.
Scottsdale and other places.
Yes.
But those are city streets, not freeways or highways anymore. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So they had the wrong case number on there.
Okay.
So I found it, did it.
Can you correct the case number?
Yes.
Thank you.
It's a magistrate case.
All right, sir. So this is the correct case number. We're making that change. You have pled not guilty. Pretrial conference is set for 6/8/2026 at 9 a.m. If you'd sign
What
this as
day is that?
do you know what date is
Monday.
Is it
16th?
Monday?
Monday.
Okay, I'll make it
Yeah,
work.
right.
And then.
At the bottom where it says defendant, you're signing for that court date. Okay, I'll get you a copy of that. Any questions at all?
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, just bring whatever it is you want the prosecutor to know, and
Okay.
be careful what you say in that meeting. You can self-incriminate.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes it's good to hear what they have to say first. Then
Yes.
certainly speak what you want to, but know that it can be used at a trial if it goes to trial.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you for your information.
Yep.
Y'all have a very nice day.
Lilian Rubio?
Hello there.
So,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
Wait. Oh, I need all of these.
Yeah, we'll see what we have here. So first, this is case 2026 CM58. If you'd state your full name.
Lilian Rubio?
Thank you. So we're here for one charge, and that is a charge of false reporting. That's a Class 1 misdemeanor. A Class 1 misdemeanor is punishable with a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months of jail, and or 3 years of probation. There is no jail time being asked, so you're not facing that as a consequence. Whether you're plead guilty or whether you're found guilty, no jail time. Okay. Your options are to plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Guilty plea means I committed the crime. No contest means I'm not admitting or denying, but I'm accepting a conviction. Or the third is not guilty, and that not guilty would get you in front of the prosecutor to discuss the case and the evidence that you wish to present to them to take into consideration.
Yeah, I'm gonna plead not guilty.
Okay. And then you also have the right to an attorney. You can hire an attorney at your own expense,
Okay.
waive the presence of an attorney, or ask the court for a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost. If you ask for a court-appointed attorney, there's 2 requirements. Number 1, you must not be able to afford an attorney. We've got a financial questionnaire for that. Number 2, you must have good cause, meaning there must be a acceptable cause by law. One of those would be if there was jail time or a mental disability,
Yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Do you know how you wish to proceed regarding the attorney decision?
Do I have to decide that right now?
Yes, but you can change your mind at any time. So like, let's say, for example, you decide today, I don't want an attorney. 5 minutes from now or later, you change
I
your
would
mind.
like to retain my right for a court-appointed attorney, but I don't think this case is going to qualify for it.
All right, so just let me know what cause is. So ones that can't afford it, so let's provide.
Can't afford it.
Okay, so we've got that as let's presume that's granted
I
because
guess
of that.
there's not really anything that it would
Yeah, so we
really
need a second portion, yeah.
warrant it. I guess I'll waive my right for attorney.
Okay, if you decide later that
Okay.
you want to hire an attorney, then certainly hire one, just let us know, and we schedule things differently.
Can I see the sentencing packet with the warrant for this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm going to did they give you an attorney waiver form you got here today?
I don't think,
They may not have. Okay, so if you wouldn't mind, write your name here below the verses. There's a big long pen right there for you. And then if you're waiving, check the top box and then date and sign, please. And then if you, did you write your name already below the verses? Yeah. Okay. And then at the bottom where it's highlighted, if you would date and sign that, please. Again, if you change your mind, then just let us know and we'll put it on a different court date.
Okay.
And if you don't, then another thing, you're going to get in front of the prosecutor, you can hear what they have to say.
All right.
If you like what they have to say, proceed forward with whatever it is. If you don't like it, you can then say that you're going to hire an attorney at that point.
Okay.
So you still got a lot of availability to you.
All right.
Okay, what you're signing for here is you're entering your not guilty plea. Set it up for a pretrial conference, 6/23/2026 at 1:30. We'll meet you back here.
Okay.
If you sign where it says defendant. Okay, I'll get you a copy of that. Do you have any questions for me at all?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Thank you,
bet
Judge
you
Gardner.
will. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll see you back on that day then.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Good day. You as well.